Okay, so we are back into it today. Nice cool breeze. We've got a fair bit of work today in the loft. You can see I've been down the hardware store and I've picked up all this nice chipboard veneer. Not the most ideal thing for nest boxes, but you will see why this will be beneficial later on, probably in the next couple of videos. So here's all our material. What I plan on doing, I've been speaking about it the last few videos, is we're going to set up these two sides for breeding. Predominantly boxes. We're going to have boxes in here and have these sections open. Still thinking about leaving two sections. Just allocate these for breeding. We'll have boxes on this side and this side. I was thinking about putting boxes down this wall, but it just sort of made it a bit tight in here, because if we have birds in here, it's hard for them to get that lift to get up into those top boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 6 boxes on the back wall. This is how deep they're going to be. They're going to be about 600 deep, so they're going to be 600 by 600, so they're squares. So I have 6 on the back wall. I could fit in another 2 on either side if I wanted to, but yeah, 12 boxes is enough for me. That gives us the capacity to breed 24 birds around, and in total, if we do 3 rounds, that's 72 birds. So more than enough than what we'll need. So we'll have 6 boxes in here and 6 boxes in here as well. So I do need to take out these box perches here. I may look at putting on that far wall over there, but we'll just wait and see, because they will fit perfectly over there, and that will add, I think there's 24 perches there, so that, I think actually no, it might be 20. So they'll add like another 20 perches to these sections, because obviously these 2 sections I'm going to use to run the young birds in, because predominantly just going to focus on young birds, because we'll go into that later on. But don't these guys look good? Look at them all. I moved all the young birds into this section. There may be 1 or 2 perches short at the moment. They're only in there while I do a bit of work, and we'll sort them out soon. But geez, don't they look good? Look at all those birds. So let me get into it. I'm going to get a bit of work done. I don't want to film too much of this. I'm pretty short for time, so I want to try and knock it out pretty quickly. 6 boxes in here, 6 boxes in here, and then in following videos what we'll come through do is sort of come back through and fit them out a little bit better. Get maybe some doors and things on it, individual ones, but we'll talk about those a little bit later. Let me get some work done. Time's running out and it's a pretty big job today, so I'll speak to you very, very soon. Okay, so I've been busy. It's a little bit later on in the afternoon, just starting to pack up a little bit. But we got a little bit done. You can see there is 6 boxes in there ready to go. Didn't really go to plan on the one. What I thought was going to work originally was just too much hassle, so I went with this more simpler one. It looks okay, just with basically some little bits of timber here holding up all this stuff. It's all like nice and it's good. I don't mind it too much. The only other thing I might look at doing is putting in a little bit of a grill across here so they can come up onto there, but we'll just see as we go. I do have this stuff over in the other loft in the top 4 boxes. It's not too bad. Like, you can keep it really clean, but we may look at doing a few changes to this. Maybe, I don't know. We might look at some grills for it, but we'll see how we go. The plan is, you can see I've taken out this section here as well. I'm going to do the same across. So we've got 6 on this side, and then I'll do 6 on this side. I might take out this big sliding door here so we can keep the boxes, the breeders, separate from our young birds and flyers. We may even look at closing that up a bit so they can't see each other. And I'm going to put a fixed wall in here as well. So basically you'll come back, there'll just be a sliding door here, and there'll just be a sliding door here like this. I think that's going to work pretty well, because I want to sort through the breeders shortly and pick out the ones that I want to keep and bring them over here as well. So we'll have 2 sections pretty much identical, and hopefully we'll be able to set these up with proper little fronts. Whether or not we have ones that just drop down, whatever, we'll figure that out as we go. And I'm hoping I've got enough room to set in a second level for the nest bowls so that we can do 2 rounds at once, because one of the main reasons with this is just to keep things simple. We have our breeding went on for quite a while this year, but this coming season what I want to do is knock out all the breeding really quickly. So we'll do, pair all the birds up at once, so all the babies are coming out at once. So basically we're doing 25 young bird, or 24 sorry, in one go, And we might only need like 2 rounds to keep us pretty, well, we might even need 1, I don't know, we'll soon find out. But all the birds looking pretty good. I'm going to try and get the rest of this done over the next day or 2, and then we'll get in here and sort this section out a bit. Once these guys here go out, they're going to go out soon for their first go. We're just waiting for this sort of heat wave to go away. We can actually start putting them all together and flying them as one team, but that's still a few weeks away. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. One other thing I've done as well is I've limited the height. So basically, you see there's no boxes in this bottom section like the other loft. There's many reasons I've kept that. Is I want to keep the airflow free. I want to make sure that you know, nothing's obstructing that. What else is pretty good about that is this is the lowest that I need to get down to actually clean the boxes, which is you know, fantastic, because the other ones are quite difficult because it's like down low and you got to reach all the way in there. And also another thing is we can actually grab the babies out, put them down on the floor, and they can sort of take this bottom part. You can't really do it in the other loft because the bottom boxes have pairs in it, and then they take over the whole floor, which it's not that fun. So I'm really just trying to separate and make things super as simple as possible, but we'll see how we go. Just got to get this other section done now, get some fixed walls in here, probably sort out a fixed wall for there as well. I hopefully want to change a lot of this wire at some point, and I'm hoping we might be able to do it to these sections this time round. Hopefully we just need a little bit more timber, probably another run to the hardware store. But what I want to do first is get this section all done, so this is identical all the way across, and then I'll sort of try and go down there and get some bits and pieces as we need it. So we'll just have a little look over here. I've got the older ones out at the moment, taking up most of this. It's actually reasonably nice little breeze in here. I sat these ones over here at the moment. I don't know if I want to put them up on that wall. I just think it might be a bit too much. We just only skidded through there. I do have some more of these sets. We might be able to put a few more of them on that wall there. Next season we won't have as many birds in these sections. There's probably 70 in here at the moment, maybe a little bit more. Next season we'll be limited around about 50, so be 25 this side, 25 this side. So this season was a little bit of a tester, so we can test some pairs, see what's working. But we're getting there. Bit of an overhaul, but it's going to work out pretty well, I think. I'm just trying to, like I said before, simplify it, keep all the birds sort of in one loft. Because at the moment I've got high flyers over here, I've got a breeding box over the back here, I've got this loft here, and then I've got the one over there as well, which we're breeding in. So it is a lot of mucking around. You know, I've got so many lofts to clean, and a lot of you know, it's just cleaning and water and walking back and forth to the taps and filling up drinkers and all the different animals you've got to feed. Basically birds, the pigeons anyway. So this is hopefully going to make it simpler. I can just come over here, bucket of food and all my trays, feed all the birds, come through in one sweep and just give it all a really good clean. And, well, that's what I'm hoping anyway. So I can basically do all the cleaning in 10 to 15 minutes, not including when we're breeding. Breeding will be a bit different. That's why I'm trying to look at some floor grates and stuff, but we'll get there. There's no rush for the breeding, but I want to get it done so that we can move across all the breeders. There may be 1 or 2 more coming in, but we are going to get rid of a few as well. So we'll see how we go with that. I'm getting a few questions, when are we going to start tossing these guys as well? So basically May, the start of May is when we'll probably start. By then the weather should be cooled right down, and they shouldn't have too much trouble, and hopefully by then we've got these guys up to a point where we might be able to toss them. I'm not sure yet. They might be separate from the other ones, but we are to toss the other lot on the other side there. I'm going to catch you guys later. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get some more video footage up and we'll get this done.